Hey YouTube family. Today we're going to talk about teacher stress and how to de-stress. So, teacher stress is real. People had coworkers dying. And all kinds of stressful situations occurring at school. And so what do? Yesterday we talked about working your contracted hours. This is a great way. This is a great, after video of that, because one way to reduce your stress is to work during your contracted hours. If you want to see more, please watch that video down below. But how else do you de-stress? You take your lunch break. At lunch, talk to a colleague. Talk about positive things. Try not to talk about, don't get into the wheel of complaining about kids and helping nobody. Talk about something you and your significant other have planned, some trip upcoming, something enjoyable. Try to reduce your stress by thinking about something positive, right? Another way, get rid of those ants. Automatic negative thoughts. Get rid of them. They don't belong in your head. They're not doing anybody any good. Exterminate them out. No more automatic negative thoughts. The thought goes in your head, you think of a positive one and release it back into the universe. It doesn't need to be poisoning your mind and your body. It's certainly not helping you with your stress. Get rid of the ants. Other ways for teachers to de-stress. Simply take a deep breath. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Do it 3 times. Breathe in. That's a simple way to de-stress. In your day, you can always control your breath. And if you're stressed in the middle of your day, when you're with the children and you still have to work, you can just simply say, it's time for a deep breath. You can turn off the lights or flick the lights, and then you all do it. We do it the 5 times, all of us. And then if we need more, we do it the 5 more times. So we're taking a deep breath and we're calming it down. And we're reducing our anxiety and our stress in the classroom. Simply by controlling your breath. Now, there's some ways you can relax outside of the classroom. If it's in your budget, you can get a massage. Maybe you can ask your significant other to give you a massage. I know personally that massages help to reduce my stress. But when I was a beginner teacher, massages were not in my budget. So this is a way to de-stress, but it's not really accessible for everybody. Another one that you can also do at home is take a hot bath. You can use bubbles, you can use some Epsom salt, you can get a candle, you can just relax. I like to listen to another YouTube channel with some relaxing fish, and it has a really nice meditation background. And I do that for like 20-30 minutes. And it really helps me to relax, and then I sleep better that night too. That's another way to relax. Another way is you could talk to a friend. Yeah, you could talk to a friend, or you can enroll in therapy. There's a lot of therapy options out there. If you go online, you can just find therapy through your phone. You could talk to somebody in a different state. Therapy does help you to distress. Another thing you can do to distress is you have 2 weekend days. And if you're a first year teacher, you're probably using one of those days to plan. We all have done it, so that's fine. But one of the other days, half of that day should be spent on you doing something enjoyable. And the other half of that day is spent on doing errands and things of that nature. But at least for 6 hours out of that weekend, you should be doing things that you want to do. Whether you're in college, have a significant other or not, 6 hours out of 48 hours should be spent on you doing what you want. It doesn't mean that you have to have a lot of money. You can go into the room and put on a relaxing sound and just relax. You can take a shower or a bath. You have accessibility to your water, so you can do that. If you don't have a bathtub, they sell those aromatherapy things, like, little discs you could put in your shower, and you can smell that and take a nice shower. Other things you can do, I like to watch comedy. When you're laughing, reduce endorphins out in your brain, right? And it gets your serotonin up when you laugh. I read somewhere that even if you fake laugh, your brain doesn't know that it's not funny, and it can reduce your anxiety, right? They say that laughter is the best medicine, and the research pretty much supports that. So that's good. Another way to reduce stress, which most doctors would recommend, is to take a walk or exercise. You might not think that I exercise or walk, however I do. I'm trying to do it more often, but I do exercise. It's important to do exercise and relax. Helps your blood pressure too, so it's not just for work purposes, it's for your health too. Right, we said meditation, yoga, these all kind of blend together. They could help you relax, be a better person, all of that wonderful things. If you are into spirituality and God, you can pray. Prayer, meditation, right? That is all looking to a higher power. Those whole things can help you de-stress. You could play with your kids. If you don't have kids, you could find grandkids or nieces and nephews. You can play with them. You can drink a hot cup of tea if that helps you relax. You can go to a spa if that helps you relax. Again, that's a lot of money, so we don't want to really say too many things that are out of budget for people, because you don't need another thing to stress about. Way to relax, right? You want to de-stress everything, not find other ways. Whatever you do, make it pertain to you and your likes and dislikes. Find ways to relax, because your job is hard, and people outside of the profession don't understand how hard it is. And then if you complain to them, they still don't understand. Then you just have to spend time explaining it to them. So I don't even bother to complain anymore to people. I don't. If I have something to share, I share it with a colleague, because anyone outside of doing what we do doesn't really understand what we do. But what we do is important. It's hard. We're leading our children to their best lives. You want your children to get to independence. That is the goal, to have successful, happy lives. So what we do matters. We take our job very seriously. And we put a lot of pressure on ourselves because what we do matters. And if we're not giving it 100%, we feel like we're not giving it to this child. That's how I feel. I still feel that way. Even though I've been teaching for 15 years, I still feel all of that pressure. That's why it's still important for me to distress. All the tips that I'm telling you guys to use, I use too. And it really does help. Just a little like end note, going to therapy really helps too. So all of these other things help, but going to talk to your therapist helps. It can help you. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet. Leave me a comment down below if you want to see other videos like this, if you want to hear other ways to relax, or if you like the content I'm putting out, let me know. Thank you, YouTube.